There are families, Chinese families, where 这个孩子爸爸是一个 doctor， 他爸爸的爸爸是一个 doctor. Guess what? When the kid is born, the father says to him, you're going to become a doctor. I don't care if you're smart, I don't care if you're dumb, you're going to become a doctor. So when colleges ask these students, why do you want to become a doctor? What do you think they say? They don't say that my parents taught me to do it, but whatever they say has no passion. The voice is not strong. Some of the things I heard, I want to save the world. Have you ever saved anyone? I want to benefit the world, so does everybody. There is no concrete examples of why that student like this interest in the first place. And this is the reason number one. And reason number two is Asian parents view colleges as the last point in a student's education career, for many of us. American schools view college as the first point, the very first point of a person's education career. Now, that's why, college in China, yes, it's very hard to get into, but it's very easy to graduate from. A college in the United States, like Columbia, it was not only difficult to get in, I'm a personal testament of how hard it was to graduate. It was not an easy task. In high school, in the state of New Jersey, I used to be ranked number 1 in physics. And then when I went to Columbia, I thought I was a physics idiot. Suddenly, I'm inside a classroom where the brightest kids from the entire world are here. So suddenly you don't feel too bright. But it's a hard process. And colleges want students who are capable of falling in love with real things. So when I give you a lot of other things that you can fall in love with, I'm fully convinced that you can fall in love with what I can provide you. And another thing that is very let me give you one example. In the year 2002, the salutatorian, 全学校教育 at East Brunswick High School, which is a high school in New Jersey, very much like Stuyvesant here. Class size is 800. 学校里有30% Asian student representation. If you were to look at 全学校 top 10% list, it's all Chinese and Indian. There's no other ethnicity in there, and they're all applying to the same schools. 在2002年，全学校的第二名 she applied to Columbia, and I thought she was going to be 100% accepted into the school. She had flawless SAT scores, flawless GPA, flawless everything. But at the end, when I discovered her final results, she was rejected. Not even waitlisted. For one very simple reason that I did not understand before that incident. 这个孩子每一个夏天在高中都去了一个 summer program. One at Brown, one at Columbia, and one at Yale, studying all different types of subjects. 作为一个 Chinese parent, you're very proud of your student. Hey, this is a model A Chinese student. I want everybody to be like her. To an American admission officer, they ask themselves a lot of questions. What is the probability of a teenager wanting to go to a summer school for all 3 years of high school? Kind of low, but not impossible. Her major was biology. None of the classes she took had anything to do with biology. So the second question is, what is the probability of a student wanting to go to a summer school for all 3 years studying things she had no intention of ever touching again? The probability is 0. This looks like a decision made by the parent and not by the student. That is the second reason why most Asian students fail here. The last reason actually has to do with the student's inner urge for wanting to go to a good school. The majority of Asian kids who want to attend a top-tier university in the United States want to do it because they want to have a better life. And it's not exactly very hard to understand. When I went back to China, 中国最好的 These colleges 给孩子的 benefit 不是他们申请这个学校的那个 benefit. These colleges, let me give you an example. 当一个孩子，比如说这个孩子选了3个他喜欢的，比如说一个孩子说我喜欢3件事情，我喜欢画画，我喜欢物理，我喜欢那个游泳。Then he or she must satisfy 3 points on the application， 就是必须得就是跟大学就是解释他自己的故事，这个故事必须得有3点。第一点就是，在我生活里头发生了什么事情让我喜欢上这个事情，我喜欢上了这个 activity， 我做了些什么事情去让我自己更喜欢这个 activity， 或者是更就是 knowledgeable in this activity。最后就是小孩在这个 activity 里未来的梦想 aspiration 这3点。孩子带来的这个机会，这个机会是什么机会呢？比如说，一个孩子从SUNY大学毕业，我不说SUNY大学不是一个好大学 ，it's an excellent university， 或者说 and let's compare with someone who graduated from Columbia. These 2 schools, they offer the student the same education, 一样的 education. The only thing different about these 2 schools is the environment. 就是老师跟学生就是 what's the purpose? In a SUNY, when you graduate from SUNY, what is the first thing on your mind? 我要工作. I have to survive. I have to make a living for myself. 80% of the population, you're not happy with your job, but you do it because you have to survive. 当你上一个好学校的时候，你这个学校给你带来的机会不是去让你挣更多钱，这是一个 given. You are of course going to get a very good job. That's expected of you. But what's also expected of you is these schools want kids to graduate and do what they really want to do in life. 比如说，我喜欢历史 I'm going to go to Egypt and I'm going to try to take up history. 比如说 my situation, 我刚毕业的时候，我在Wall Street worked for 1.5 years, and then I quit. I started this company, and I'm doing what I really want to do in life. 为什么？因为我们不怕 ，even if we fail, 我们的 degree didn't go anywhere. We still graduated from this school, and we can find a job very easily at any given time in our life. So what these schools give students is not a better life, but a chance to do what they really want to do in life. Pursue your dreams. You know, take a risk. If you want to start a company, start a company. If you want to initiate economic reform in a third world country, do it. Because you are not afraid. 因为这就是你的 opportunity. This is what this school has given you. In fact, if you do not do those type of opportunities, 哥伦比亚 will look at you and say, we should have never accepted this student in the first place. And majority of the kids, even majority of the kids who go to Columbia, that you know, like it doesn't